Gender Pay Bias, Making a Change Through Fortune 500 Corporations by Amanda Keefe. The issue today is that many female employees make around 14% less than their male counterparts. This rate increases with Asian Americans, African Americans, and Hispanics. Women are more likely to accept the first offer. Women and men think differently, which is why it's so important that this unused group be capitalized on. 15% of CEOs in Fortune 500 companies are women. This minority also makes up 20% of the Senate and 18% of the House of Representatives. Nothing has been done in terms of legislation for a long time. For decades, women have fought for equal rights. As the mindset of Americans changed, society followed in suit. At this point, it would take another 40 to 80 years, estimated by Common Dreams, a non-for-profit, for equal pay. Except this statistic is just white women. Black, Hispanic, and Asian women have to wait up to 2 or 3 times this estimated time. So what can we do about this? We can implement a pay transparency. Allow coworkers to know what the others get. Or we can eliminate negotiations, which protects workers' ability to bargain. Or we can vote to strengthen equal pay laws. Or enforce the regulation of the wages of minimum wage jobs. And prevent caregiving and pregnancy discrimination. Although these are all large solutions and generally using the government for change, the only real way is to change the status quo from the inside out using companies' social consciousness. The United Nations Women Empowerment Principles has already lined up 7 principal categories that companies can choose from. The first principle promotes leadership and gender equality. The second principle is to deal with equal opportunity and inclusion. The third principle is to deal with health, safety, and freedom from violence. The fourth principle has to deal with education and training. The fifth principle has to deal with enterprise development, supply chain, and advertising practices. The sixth principle has to deal with community leadership and engagement. The seventh principle has to deal with transparency, measuring, and reporting. While the bones of the solutions are all there, I believe most of these are too broad. We cannot count on our government for quick action. We cannot control the ramifications of a government-enacted law, especially years after. I believe the one true equality is through the social consciousness of companies our people work for. The only question is, how do we make these companies change for the better? Like I said before, it's a social consciousness. If society thinks we need to change, then the companies will change.